Well, hey guys, how you doing? So today we're gonna do some makeup. First you want to do is get started, pull your hair back, make sure everything is out of your face. Yep. Alright, now we're gonna use some Nye Liquid Latex. And we got a little cup to pour it in, and a cotton ball for your eyeball. Yep. And then you just pour the latex into your little cup here. Yes, nice and pretty. Alright, so take that cotton ball and just scoosh it around. Yeah, just like that. And then it is at this point I dropped it on myself. This is why you want to wear stuff that you don't mind getting ruined, because it's going to stick to you. So we're going to take our handy dandy makeup wipes and we're just going to take off the area that we need to put the latex on. Yep. It helps to have a clean place to put it. So we're just going to... I'm confused. Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, so we need to cover our eye. Generally you want to use skin tape. I didn't have any, so I kind of improvised with a band-aid. Yep, just right over the eye. I wouldn't recommend this, but it worked, so yep. Now we're going to take the Vaseline and we're going to prep our skin. Make sure you get everything, your hairline, any area that might have skin exposed. So we're going to take our modeling wax. And we're gonna take some Spirit Gun. And next, I gotta find it, hang on one second. Ah, yes, our bruise wheel. Well, our master disaster wheel. It's the same thing, it works both ways. So, gonna take some red yarn. This is awesome to do some veinage. And all you do is you cut some pieces up. Then you're going to tear it apart and you're going to get these little fibers right here. And they look really good to make some veins. Alright, so we prepped our skin. We got everything else we need. Toilet paper, another lovely cup. More liquid latex. We're going to need a lot of it. And some fun non-latex sponges, which come in really handy because they're disposable. You can throw them away. And we're going to just get started by covering up our eyeball. Just kind of smear it around. You want a kind of a decent layer because you want to be able to have that toilet paper stick to it. I prefer kind of tearing it up. Makes it easier because then you can hide the edges better than having a straight edge. So then I just go over a little bit more with some of this liquid latex, kind of hold it in a bit better. You just want to kind of seal it, kind of like gluing it down, but latex is a lot better. Alright, now our Spirit Gun. And here we go. Yep. I cannot get it open. Well, yeah, just twist it, bite it. No? Okay. Well, then you gotta get creative. Yeah. Kind of helps to have pliers lying around because, man, was it stuck. Okay, so back to where we were. Taking that Spirit Gum. And we're just gonna make some streaks. It helps to make sure that the Spirit Gum is tacky. You want to lay kind of a few layers. As you can see, I'm kind of measuring with my hand where I want the scratches to be. I kind of want this to be a look where I clawed myself out instead of somebody else attacked me. So it was just easier to measure with my hand. So I'm just gonna lay the Spirit Gum where I want it to be, or for the scar wax, and this just kind of gives me a place. And as you can see, I'm patting it down because you want it to be tacky. You don't want it to be really wet when you first lay it down. It makes it easier for your scar wax to stick to. Actually, it just makes everything easier to stick to it. And this is Molding Putty by Mehron, and it's handy. More makeup wipes, because you want to make sure that your hands are clean and your tools are clean, because the molding putty and the scar wax has a tendency to stick to your fingers and your tools. So it helps to have these makeup wipes on hand. So you're going to take your spatula and you're going to start chunking out your molding putty. Yep, just carve it out. Alright, so we got that going on, and we're going to just make a little worm out of our little putty. And then we're going to take it and we're going to place it on our face. Yep, just like that. And then there we go. Start laying it out, start scooshing it down. And you want to use your fingers to kind of flatten it and blend it so it works. And then take that spatula and start making marks in it. It helps. There you go. Open them up. Yep, just like that. Push it to the side. We want those ones to be nice and deep. Kind of gives that a folded effect, as if our face is carved in. Just smooth it out a little bit, going back and forth, making them claw marks. You want that to look very, very split open, like the skin has been carved out. I apologize for what's going on here. I don't know why my camera keeps doing that. So, taking that eyeball that we worked on earlier, we have it in latex. We just put a little bit more latex on the back to try and stick it down. Blend it out with some more latex. We want to make sure it's going to stick nice and well because it is quite heavy. Take some toilet paper, lay it down on your face. I like the whole ripped skin thing, so just going to add a little thing there at the end. Very nice. More liquid latex. Yeah, this is just kind of building up them layers. It works out nicely. Kind of create a weird little beard going on here. And if you ever get a rip, you can always go back and lace some more. What's great about doing stuff like that is makeup's never really ruined. You can just go back and fix it. Adding some more clawage to the side. I started with one idea and it just kind of kept going from there. And it turned out really good. And you gotta let it dry. Just remember, the more layers you have, the longer it takes to dry. So we're going to take some Graftobian translucent setting powder. You can use any setting powder. This is what I kind of had on hand at the time. So, hey look, it's Yuki in the back. Hello Yuki. And just kind of going over the edges because they all have like a shine to them. So you want to take that translucent powder to get rid of that shine from the latex and the scar wax. And up next, a little detail paintbrush. We're going to take some Paradise paint in some dark red, and this is going to be our lines. It's water activated. I'm sorry, I forgot where I was going with that. Yeah, so then you just start filling in those gaps, just like that. And the video is glitching yet again. Take some tweezers, start pulling that bottom part down, get rid of that skin. More ripped skin up. It looks beautiful. More of that translucent setting powder. We're also going to take the black. This is what we're going to use for our shadowing, using the same detail brush. Now these are all water activated, so all you need is a cup of water, and the more water you use, it changes the opacity of the paint you're using. So yeah, you're just going to go through and paint in your shadows into your darkest areas. It gives your makeup a little bit more depth with where it's going. We're going to take our bruise wheel. It's technically the Master Disaster wheel, but they basically have the same colors in them. taking our purplish maroon color, we're just going over the flaps of the skin. Add a little bit more dimension. Yeah, get right up in there. Is looking good. Taking our darker purplish color and a flat brush. I apologize that I keep looking to my left. That's where my computer is, and that's how I can see the camera. It is not in front of me, which sucks. So Ben Nye White, and we're just going to use this on our eyeball. Paint it all up. Then we're going to take our fiber, or our shredded yarn from earlier. We're going to use this to make our veining for the eyeball. So we're just going to take some latex, lay it down, and there's like really no true order into laying this down. Yeah, that's another thing. Latex sticks to everything. So just take it and you're going to just fill up the eye socket area where your eyeball would have been pulled out from. And you're just going to keep laying it down. This is kind of the easiest thing to do, and it is the most realistic, so it looks awesome. Especially after it dries and you add all the color to it, it's gonna look good. So, taking that dark red, we're going back in and we're just gonna fill in the gaps in the eyeball, just kind of make things a little bit easier to darken it, because the back of your eyeball is not gonna be so white. It's got all those veins running through them, so we want to make sure it's nice and dark. And now we're going to take our non-latex sponge and get rid of everything that's stuck to our hands. We're just going to start plucking holes out of them until it's pretty much shredded, looks like Swiss cheese. And we're just going to start doing some bruising, because whenever you injure yourself, especially something this horrible, there would be a lot of bruising around the side. It also helps kind of cover any unwanted edges. But mostly this also gives the effect that, you know, it's pretty fresh. And you want to just blend your colors in, because bruises are not just one color, they're actually multicolored. So you're going to take some purples, blues, yellows, greens, and just kind of mash it all in with your shredded latex sponge, non-latex sponge, whatever you prefer to use. Who knows? I don't care. Alright. Taking more of that setting powder and covering it. I'm sorry, you can't really see my face. Just kind of clearing things up here. Yeah, I apologize for not being able to see my face. The camera's in kind of a weird angle. So, just adding some more coloring. Little pupil? Iris? Pupil. Yeah, the black part of your eye is the pupil. And I'm gonna add some coloration to it. You can paint all this beforehand, before sticking it on your eye. That actually might be easier. I didn't think about that when I did it. And next, our lovely friend, the blood. Now this is Mehron stage blood. What's good about this one is it still maintains a thickness, so it always looks fresh and wet. And we're just gonna kind of dab it on there. Make it nice and gory, nice and wet, and again, it drops on me. What's good about this blood is it's washable, so if it gets on any of your clothes, it's easy to remove just in the washing machine. Just make sure nothing else is in there that you don't want to get stained. So now we're just going to go in and we're going to fill in all the gaps and wounds and holes that you see here. Gonna make them nice and bloody. Yep. Now we're going to take some Kryolan FX blood. This is just a regular water-based blood, but it also still maintains that red color to it, where if you were just to use a regular Halloween one, it would leave metallic. And now we're just gonna dab it on with a paintbrush. Give more of a runny effect that our stage blood wasn't giving us. Yep, just pour it on, pour it on. Because who does not like a bloody eyeball? Look at how delicious that is. Blood is fantastic. It really gives that depth and dimension and realism to it. Just kind of let it drizzle down your face. And yeah, so there you go. You got yourself a zombie. Well, not really a zombie, a riptide. Yep.
Hey guys, sorry for the late video. I know I said I would post it a long time ago, and I'm really sorry. I had a lot of tech issues and life issues, and yeah, I'm really sorry. But I'm going to try and do a lot more makeup stuff, yeah, and get back to the gaming thing. Let me know what more you guys would like to see as far as looks go, gaming that you might want to see me play, or vlogging, whatever it is you guys want to let me know down in the comment section below. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I will hopefully have the video for this look up very soon, not as long as the other one took. But thank you guys, and I hope you enjoyed watching.